it's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing.
President Trump on Twitter today, over 7 months into a pandemic that has killed over 209,000 Americans. He says today he gets it. Good evening, I'm Vanessa Van Hefty. The president saying he's learned a lot about COVID, despite saying this back in February and March in interviews with Bob Woodward.
Now it's turning out it's not just old people, Bob, which is today and yesterday some startling facts came out. I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
Meanwhile, tonight, more mixed messages from President Trump's doctors on his condition at Walter Reed Medical Center, where he is being treated for COVID-19. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, today's events led up to the president joining in a motorcade to rally his supporters right outside the hospital.
Tonight, President Trump abruptly leaving Walter Reed Medical Center in a motorcade, waving hello to his supporters outside moments before posting this video message to Twitter.
I also think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street.
A senior administration official tells ABC News President Trump went back to the hospital after and is said to be doing well after being admitted to the military hospital Friday evening.
The president has continued to improve. As with any illness, there are frequent ups and downs over the course.
But there's confusion and many concerns over credibility, with conflicting information being released about the president's condition. Just yesterday, leading physician Dr. Sean Conley appearing to dodge questions over whether the president received any supplemental oxygen. Today, he said this.
The president has experienced 2 episodes of transient drops in his oxygen saturation. I recommended the president we try some supplemental oxygen. Stayed on that for about an hour.
Dr. Conley says that happened Friday, but when asked if the president was also on oxygen Saturday, he couldn't seem to recall.
I'd have to check with the nursing staff.
He was then pressed about his discrepancies.
I was trying to reflect the upbeat attitude that the team, the president, that his course of illness has had, came off. That we were trying to hide something, which wasn't necessarily true.
Dr. Conley says Trump has been taking the experimental drug remdesivir and has not had a fever since Friday morning, but it's still unclear exactly when and how the president was infected.
When you don't have full transparency, when there's cover-ups, contradictory statements, even lying about something as vital to the nation's security as the president's health, the nation is severely endangered.
A growing list of officials and advisors close to the president have contracted the virus. The latest, his personal assistant and body man, Nick Luna, seen here next to Hope Hicks, without a mask, boarding Air Force One, one day before she tested positive. 8 others who attended last Saturday's Rose Garden ceremony for Trump's Supreme Court nominee infected too, including former advisor Kellyanne Conway and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Rena Roy, ABC News, Washington.